Hello, my name's Gemma Spinolio. I'm one of the vets in the internal medicine team here at Veterinary Specialist Services. I'd like to chat to you today about ultrasound and why your pet might be coming to see us for an abdominal ultrasound. So an abdominal ultrasound is not so different to perhaps a pregnancy ultrasound that you might have seen. This is a procedure that involves us using a probe to see into your pet's belly and look at some of the organs and give you some insight as to why things might not be going as normal as currently. So this process involves a couple of steps to ensure that we both have a low stress outcome for your pet and a high quality result for our imaging. So step one is you might be advised to not feed your pet breakfast the morning of the procedure, and that's because we quite often require them to have a light sedation for this. The sedation helps with making sure they're relaxed. It's not a painful procedure, but it can be a little bit unsettling for them to lie up on a cushioned table for a prolonged period of time. And this allows us to get really high quality images for you and the most insight for what's going on underneath. To do an ultrasound, you do have to clip the hair away. That way we can apply the gel and get a good image. And so you'll find that your pet does have a little bit of a clip on their belly, but don't worry, it does tend to grow back in time and it's not painful at all. The ultrasound process itself usually takes approximately half an hour to 45 minutes and does involve them lying on their side with some gentle restraint from our trained nurses, and we look at one side and then we roll over and look at the other side. There's a number of structures that we will assess during an abdominal ultrasound, and obviously what your pet's coming in for will be the area of focus, but we'll routinely work all the way through all of the normal structures of the abdomen, looking for changes in their structure that are clues as to the underlying problem. Sometimes during an ultrasound we may find abnormalities we didn't expect, in which case we might contact you during the procedure to get permission and to explain to you the risks and associated steps involved in doing something like sampling or a needle aspirate to collect fluid or biopsy something at the same time as a procedure. Your pet routinely will go home the same day as an ultrasound, as long as there's no extra tests required and they're stable enough to do so. Depending on how sedated they are, they may be okay to have dinner when they get home, but otherwise usually it's a day procedure and we call you to talk through the results either afterwards or at the discharge. If you have any further questions about what's involved in your pet's upcoming ultrasound, please feel free to call us and we can clarify any concerns that might be associated with that procedure.